What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another what if rebuild, and once upon a time the Brooklyn Nets were able to land Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and we all know eventually they went to go on to trade for James Harden, and everything just kind of imploded from there. Now, I'm not saying if they didn't trade for James Harden it would have changed things, but we're going to go back in time to where before the Nets traded for James Harden, and we're never going to trade for him, and we're going to see if Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant could have just won a championship with the depth they had, rather than trading for James Harden. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We are on the road to 40,000 subs right now, so if you want to go ahead and hit that sub button if you're new around here to help us reach that goal, that would be amazing. But other than that, as I said, we are starting in the 2020 offseason, and this is when I believe Kevin Durant had just set out the year before, if I'm not mistaken, from the Achilles injury, and then obviously it was like Kyrie Irving running the show, and then I can't remember exactly if he played the full season or not. But then you still had like Dinwiddie, LeVert, like they still had a lot of depth before, of course, they made the trade for James Harden, which was in January of 2021. They still have Jarrett Allen at this point. Obviously, the Nets wanted to, or Kyrie and Kevin Durant ran the show, as we know. A lot of changes were made based off what these two wanted. So what if, Sean Marks was able to just make some of his own decisions and didn't do everything that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving wanted? So that's kind of where we're at in today's video. So as far as the head coach is concerned, Jack Vaughn is the assistant. Of course, it was Steve Nash that was the coach at the time. I don't know if he's actually here or not. Kenny Atkinson also was the coach. I can't remember when he was fired by them, but I guess since they wanted him fired, I won't bring him back. Maybe we should just hire Jack Vaughn to be our head coach. I mean, I might just do that, to be honest. So we'll probably just bring him back to start this, and then we're going to be jumping into the draft to go ahead and figure out who we're going to be drafting with our draft pick, and then we'll go from there. So let's jump straight into this draft, and let's see what pick we're going to have. So obviously, we're going to have like the 29th overall pick. So if we look at the board, I saw Saddiq Bey, and immediately he's the one that stood out to me. So I think we might be drafting Saddiq Bey to add like a wing here. That would be pretty cool. So I'm going to go with Bey. If I can find him again, we have Paul Reed here as well. Bey is down the board like crazy, I guess. Oh, no, there he is. I passed him. So we're bringing Saddiq Bey with this selection, and then we'll also go to our second round picks. We might have somebody we know there as well. So we have like Leandro Balmero, we have Trent Forrest, Vit Krejci, Xavier Simpson, Lendy Waters. I'll take Lendy Waters here and be cool with that. So that will be our draft to start things off. So let's see how things went differently as well. So for the draft, Melo went to the Timberwolves instead. Warriors got Anthony Edwards. Tyrese Halliburton went to the Hornets. Okay, interesting. Then Cole Anthony went to the Bulls. Wiseman drops to the Cavs, Obi Toppin to the Hawks, and Patrick Williams to the Pistons. Interesting. So rookie signing, of course, we're going to sign both of them, bring them to the team. Player options, Jarrett Allen we're going to accept. I'm also going to accept Musa as well. Might be a nice little trade chip at 22 years old. And then Wilson Chandler. I mean, he's 33 years old. I don't think there's any need to extend the qualifying offer on him. But for free agency, I don't believe we have cap space, obviously. We have Joe Harris, who's a free agent, and then David Nwamba. So let's see what our roster's looking like. So we have Kyrie Irving and Dinwiddie, which was nice back then. LeVert, Garrett Temple. We have Saddiq Bey, who we just drafted. Of course, we're going to need another wing outside of just Saddiq Bey because we can't really rely on him to start. And we have DeAndre Jordan, Jarrett Allen, and Nick Claxton. Wow, the center depth that this team had at this time was pretty nasty. Although DeAndre Jordan, of course, kind of like starts to fall off at this point. Maybe even fell off before that. But Jarrett Allen is somebody I'm not looking to move. And then we'll kind of have to see how much Claxton develops. Of course, we know what he turns into in real life, but don't know what he'll turn to in 2K. So our main issue is we need a small forward, or technically we could move like LeVert to the 3 and have Dinwiddie play the 2. We could do something like that, but it would be nice to have like Dinwiddie as a 6-man rather than him having to start. So I think if we get like a perfect 3D small forward, that'd be great. I mean, we could just bring back Joe Harris. We have Justin Holiday, Denzel Valentine. Wow, Denzel Valentine. I haven't seen his name in a long time. Royce O'Neal, of course, eventually came in the Nets as well. He'd be perfect, only 27 years old, but I'm just not really sure. I mean, I think we're going to go for Royce O'Neal and Joe Harris. I think that's what we're going to do. So, of course, Brooklyn ended up trading up first for Royce O'Neal, but we can get him here in free agency rather than doing that. I'm also going to re-sign Joe Harris because worst case scenario, we, trade him later on. So we're going to re-sign Joe Harris. We're not doing anything too crazy here, and then we're not going to have a ton of money to do anything else. We do have David Nwamba. We're going to give him a deal because that's just extra salary you can maybe throw in a trade. If we could bring back Torian Prince as well, I'd be so down, but it doesn't look like I can, unfortunately. But let's wait till we get like the day 12 and see if there's anybody else that might be worth taking advantage of trying to sign here on day 12. Because right now we're not bringing anybody too crazy in. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody. We could sign like George Brooks, John Henson, Myers Leonard, Bismack Biyombo, but you have Ersan Ilyasova. Nothing too crazy here. CJ Miles, Wayne Ellington. I mean, we could sign Wayne Ellington or even J.R. Smith, but I mean, I guess let's sign Wayne Ellington because he might be better than what do we have off the bench? It's Garrett Temple. He might be better than him going into the season. We'll see. But player progression. So we have Kyrie Irving going down. Dinwiddie's going up. Jarrett Allen is up, which is a great sign. LeVert is up. Claxton's up 2. Caruso is up 2. Russ Neal up 2. So, and then, yeah, Wayne Ellington, Garrett Temple are all down. But we're going to go into the season and just kind of fill things out, see how things are going, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Now, of course, we could repeat the process of trading for James Harden as they did in real life, but this time around, I don't want to do that. I want to see if maybe there's a different option, not maybe go all in on somebody, but bring in like a perfect role player, because I feel like with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, you kind of have enough. You could have just had like more defense. I think that would have been a nice trade-off. Of course, as well, though, if they didn't get injured against Milwaukee, who knows? Maybe they still win a championship. But, you know, Kevin Durant, foot on the line, the famous shot. But I will see you guys in the rotation. So rotation is going to look something like this going into the season. We have Kyrie Irving, Caris LeVert, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jarrett Allen, Nick Claxton, and Royce O'Neal. So right now, Nick Claxton doesn't really need to get minutes at this point because we do have, you know, Jarrett Allen and DeAndre Jordan at this point. But I do want to make a trade at the deadline. I think it'd be pretty nice if we made a trade the trade deadline. But I'm going to send Nick Claxton to the G League. Now, he is going to be a free agent this offseason. Oh, no, he's got another year on his deal, so we should be fine there. So maybe we could find a way to trade away DeAndre Jordan's contract at the deadline, along with like maybe Joe Harris's contract we just signed, and bring in like a really good 3-and-D role player that I think would have been really perfect next to Kevin Durant and Kyrie. But we'll kind of just feel how our record is going. I'll see you guys when we get there. Power King has us at 7th overall, so hopefully things go pretty well here. So I'm at the trade deadline, and we're 36-17 right now. As I told you, I'm going to try to get a 3-and-D wing here at the deadline. So if we take a look at how things are going right now, of course, Kyrie and Durant are leading the way. LeVert and Dinwiddie are doing work as well. So I'm going to try to keep these two out of trade talks. Joe Harris actually doing pretty well. 12.5 from Jarrett Allen at 8 rebounds in the block. And DeAndre Jordan's actually doing really good as well. So I think we should try to keep Jarrett Allen and DeAndre Jordan out of trade talks and try to just like use some salary. Maybe we do have to include Joe Harris, although he's playing pretty well for us, but I think it would be worth it in the long run. Now, there's a couple names here that I don't often get to trade for anymore because obviously they're not good anymore, or they, you know, their overalls aren't as great. So there was a couple guys I was kind of noticing as I was going through on some teams we could target. So obviously we could go after like the OG Ananobis, but we can still do that in current rebuilds, right? So let's try to change things up here a little bit. So I'm looking at Robert Covington, who's still an 82 overall at this point. Not very often does Covington make any sense for, you know, trading for anymore, because he's obviously like a 74, 75 now at this point. And, you know, current 2K when you're doing rebuilds. Wiggins also would be cool, but I don't really want to go that far. Another option was Otto Porter on the Bulls. He's making 28. I forgot Otto Porter made that much money back then. Wow, that is insane. Never mind on that. So Brandon Ingram's on the Cavaliers. That's crazy. But I don't think they have anything. So right now it might be Robert Covington. Jay Crowder, also not a bad option. DeAndre Hunter, Jimmy Butler. We could bring Jimmy Butler into this team instead of going for Mr. Harden. That would be interesting. Bojan or Bogdan or whatever. Bojan, Buddy Hield's at 84. Marcus Morris is an 84 in New York right now. Wow, that would be pretty wild as well. So there's actually a few options here. I'm going to start with Robert Covington, though, because I think he'd be kind of nice to have here. So let's see what he's doing on the year. So Robert Covington, what is he doing on the season right now? So if we go to him, he's got 2 years left of his contract. And I remember Robert Covington used to be really bad in simulations, though. But no, not in this one. 39% from 3, 12 points, 6 rebounds. So I think Covington would be like the perfect guy to get here. Now, what are they going to want for him is the question. So let's go see what they'd want and what their asking price is. So we're going to just ask for him here. They want LeVert and Wayne Ellington. As I said, I'm going to try to keep LeVert out of trade talks. They want Dinwiddie. They want Jarrett Allen. So obviously, I don't like any of those offers. So we're going to go ahead and start the bidding with, I mean, I don't think I can get there without including Joe Harris, unfortunately. So as much as I do like Joe Harris and what he's doing for us this season, I think we might have to do something like this. We're going to trade Joe Harris and maybe like Karooks over for Covington. They don't agree to that. I'm going to try to keep okay, a second did it. I was about to say, I'm going to try to keep first round picks out of it. So we get Robert Covington, which I think we move him to the 3. He might even go up, and overall he does. So Robert Covington give me an upgrade as far as the 3-and-D wing is concerned. And I think that's perfect. I think that's the kind of guy that we needed on this team rather than just going for James Harden. So I like it. And then Jarrett Allen is actually starting now over DeAndre Jordan. And we kept Jarrett Allen, Jordan, Dinwiddie, and LeVert out of trade talks, which was perfect. And it wouldn't be a terrible idea to maybe upgrade the end of the bench as well. So if I traded like David Nwamba and let's say Musa over here and just see if I can get a good option. Christian Felicio. Damn, that's a throwback. Yeah, Okapala, Graham, Collison, Bielitsa. Right now, I'm looking for like a 75-ish if I can get it, because our last... Jeff Green. We can get Jeff Green from the Oklahoma City Thunder. 34 years old. Obviously, he's not going to be good for us next year, but we could just use his contract next year. We also could get Zach Collins, but I think the Thunder getting Musa, like a 22-year-old at this point, I think they'd be all right with this. So we're going to go ahead and trade for Jeff Green, and that will be our last bench spot. So I feel really good about that trade deadline rather than just going for James Harden. Now we have Royce O'Neal and Jeff Green as 2 3-and-D wings coming off the bench with Robert Covington starting next to Kyrie and Durant, which is awesome. So let's go ahead, keep simulating. Let's see if those trades are going to lead us to going to win a championship. So this time, James Harden does not show up in a fat suit. He stays in Houston, and he wins MVP 30-10. Wiseman, Rookie of the Year for the Cavaliers. Lou Williams, 6th man on the Clippers. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player. Mitch Robinson, Most Improved. And Brett Brown, Coach of the Year for the 76ers. And Jameson, Executive. So you got Harden, Luka, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic. And you got Russell Westbrook, Steph, Kawhi, AD, and Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons, Lowry, Jason Tatum, Randall, Porzingis, and here's the offensive first team and all defensive second team with Covington making it. So that's great. We got an all defensive player at the trade deadline. Really couldn't ask for much more. So we are the second seed in the Eastern Conference. If we take a look at the player stats, we had 24 from Kyrie, or 25 from Durant, 24 from Kyrie, 17 from LeVert, and then 15 from Dinwiddie, and 14 from Jarrett Allen. Now, I will tell you, I forgot to turn injuries on. I actually had them off for whatever reason. So most of the season, the injuries were off, so that probably helped out a ton. But I have it on now, so I apologize. But we get to play the Indiana Pacers in round 1. So they got Brogdon, Van Vliet, TJ Warren, Sabonis, Miles Turner, Jeremy Lamb, and then Doug McDermott, Montrezl Harrell, Tyreek Evans, Brent Forbes. So hopefully we can take care of business and not get eliminated by the Pacers. That would be a really bad sign, and we are going to sweep them. So take care of them. Jeff Green gets hurt, but it's not the worst in the world. And now we get the Knicks. So the Knicks beat the Cavs. So if I could assume who the Knicks had at this point, is this when they still had... they don't have... No, yeah, they have RJ Barrett. They have Randall, I assume. Mitch Robinson is there. Who is their starting point guard at this point? It's not Brunson yet. I actually have no clue. Is it Elfrid Payton? No. Oh, they signed Isaiah Thomas. Okay. I mean, obviously, I don't think Isaiah Thomas ever played for them. And then I believe they traded Marcus Morris at the trade deadline for first to the Clippers. So, but Isaiah Thomas is averaging 19 points per game for them. So I guess the Knicks found their point guard sooner. And then Bobby Portis is there. Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, this is when they still had Dennis Smith Jr. as well. Kevin Knox, Tyler Johnson, Reggie Bullock. Okay, it's not a bad looking roster. So they obviously have RJ, Morris, Randall, Robinson. It's a solid team. Not bad at all. But I still feel like we're the better squad, but you never know. Similar current round, Battle of New York. Jeff Green's fully healthy, and we are up 3-1 on them as DeAndre Jordan gets hurt. But now we run into the Philadelphia 76ers, which is, of course, where James Harden was eventually traded to for Ben Simmons. And, I was about to say, wait, isn't Tobias... Somebody's missing. I think it's Tobias Harris. Yeah, Tobias Harris is hurt. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but that could maybe help us out. So let's see what he is. So he's going to be out for the season. So, I mean, they're missing one of their starters. So hopefully that helps us out. We shall see. Of course, they have Al Horford still at this point as well, who never really worked out for them. We get the Battle of LA on the other side. So you guys are spoiled with the big market teams. We have the Battle of New York and the Battle of LA in the same playoffs. But can we take down Philly is the question. We're going to go up 1-0 on them. 22-10 from Ben Simmons, but 26-10 from Durant. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, Dinwiddie is hurt. DeAndre Jordan is back. They're going to even it up. Okay, so here we go. Game 5, Jarrett Allen also gets hurt. So Jarrett Allen is hurt, and so is Spencer Dinwiddie. But this is a big Game 5. We're in Philadelphia for this one. Are we able to come out here and knock them off at home? And it's not looking... Oh, it's a close game. We beat them barely. Wow, we literally just barely escaped that one with the victory. So we're up 3-2. And Jarrett Allen and Spencer Dinwiddie are playing hurt. Jeff Green is cold. And Nick Claxton's actually up to 77 overall from the G League. So... I believe, but we're playing center. We're playing too many centers right now. I mean, as much as I love Nick Claxton, I think it's safe to say that we need Royce O'Neal in there rather than Claxton. So here we go. Game 6 in Brooklyn. So hopefully we can take care of them here at home and go to the finals. That would be pretty cool. It's a relatively close game. It looks like Philadelphia actually come back at the very end. They have a 5-point lead. If we can keep this foot on the pedal, we are going to the finals. It's looking good. And I think it's safe to say we have knocked off the 76ers. So LeBron James versus Kyrie Irving, which is interesting because, of course, Kyrie left LeBron years ago. But here we go. Lakers versus Nets, man. Let's see what we got. So we got, obviously, also Kevin Durant versus LeBron James, which is something crazy that I read the other day on Twitter, is that LeBron James and Kevin Durant haven't played each other, I believe, since, like, Christmas, which is when Kevin Durant was still on the Warriors and they were wearing those Christmas Day jerseys, which is pretty insane to think about that these two have not played each other since then. I think that's what I saw, but might have been a different day. Regardless, we got the Lakers. Let's see what they're looking like. So we got Caruso, Danny Green, LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard, Kyle Kuzma, KCP McGee, Justin Holiday, Augustine, THT, Marco Bellinelli, Shabazz, Napier. So they have no injuries right now, it's looking like. So it looks like we're all well, I guess we're not fully healthy, right? So yeah, Jarrett Allen and Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's going to be hurt, and then Jarrett Allen should be relatively healthy soon. But here we go. Game 1, we're going to go down 1-0. Game 2, Jarrett Allen's fully healed. We're down 2-0, and we're going to win game 3. Can we win game 4? Dinwiddie's fully healed, and we're going to go down 3-1. Okay, one thing that's... just kidding. Jarrett Allen's out for the season, I guess. But thankfully, we still have DeAndre Jordan. Maybe we can still take care of business here. So it's a big one because we're obviously backs against the wall right now. And looks like we're going to take care of this one. So in Brooklyn, we win. I believe it's game 5. Yes, we're going to a game 6 now. Let's see if we can win game 6 to force a game 7 back to Brooklyn. That'd be pretty wild after going down 3-1 to LeBron James. Can LeBron blow a 3-1 lead? I know he's came back from one. All right, so 3-point lead. I don't know if LeBron's about to allow this to happen. He's pretty scared of that going on his resume. So let's see. This is a close game, though. All right, do we jump in for this one? We might have to. 110, 113 and 110. Hey, okay, we have a... Okay, yeah, let's jump in. Let's jump in and watch the rest of this because it's a 2-point game. I won't be playing it because I just want to sit back and not mess it up. So let's jump in and watch the rest of this and see if we can force a game 7. So we got a minute 30 left on the clock. I'm completely out of the way so you guys can see the scoreboard. And let's just see how this is going to go. We're running out Jarrett Allen and DeAndre Jordan, which is quite bold. But they do have Dwight Howard AD, so it kind of matches up well. And we're going to stop AD on his first layup attempt. So great defense by Jarrett Allen. But yeah, I actually like this matchup because they're obviously having 2 bigs. We have 2 bigs out there. So we match up pretty well against this Lakers squad. Kyrie's going to have the ball, though. He's going to get a screen from Mr. Jarrett Allen. And he is going to take it to the basket. He's going to give it back to Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen is hurt right now, and he's going to pass it out to LeVert for a wide open 3, and LeVert is going to hit it. That could be the dagger that's going to send us to game 7. What a great shot, and what a great effort by Jarrett Allen grabbing that offensive board, man. He's playing through an injury, and I said he was out for the season, but hey, he's playing through it. LeVert is guarding LeBron, though. I don't love that, so I don't know. I mean, I guess you could throw Durant on LeBron. That'd probably be our best matchup, but LeVert's trying. He's trying, man. So let's see what Kyrie Irving's going to do on this shot. So we're only up 3 right now, so the game is not over. But let's see what Kyrie's going to do. So right now, trying to sauce up Caruso, who's a good defender, but he is going to get fouled. Could have been maybe an and one, but Kyrie's going to go to the free throw line. So let's see what Kyrie's going to do. He's going to miss the first one. Unlike Kyrie Irving, we need you in the clutch right now. And he's going to hit the second one. Okay, so we had Covington and Durant sub in. Did we not have Durant out there the whole time, or did Durant just move? I think Durant just moved position. But Covington being out here, I think is ideal to try to guard LeBron. I don't know if there's really anybody that can do it, but Covington would be ideal at this point. So Covington, nice little defense there. Gets under the screen, and now they're gonna foul Kyrie Irving. So I think it's safe to say, boys, that we've won this game 6, and now we're heading to a game 7. As long as we can hit both of these. I think if he hits both of these it's game over. But I will see if the Lakers can maybe hit a 3 here. They probably call a timeout. Yeah, so they're going to call a timeout. 6-point game. I believe as long as we don't allow a 3 here, we should be good. So let's see what the Lakers are going to do on this possession. They have Danny Green out there for some shooting right now. So let's see what they're going to do. So they're going to inbound it to Caruso, looks like. Nope, they're going to inbound it to LeBron. So LeBron's got the ball. Covington's on him. Let's see what LeBron's going to do. He's going to take it to the basket. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he's just kind of wasting a lot of clock here. 15 seconds left. He's going to take Covington all the way down. Covington is there. LeBron should have shot it on the pump fake. Kuzma from 3. If he hits this is good for them, and he's going to miss it. We have won game 6. All right, it's time for game 7 in Brooklyn. Let's see if we can win a championship. Year number 1. Did we come back from 3-1 and win a championship, or is LeBron not going to allow it to happen? It's going to be another really close game. 3-point game down the stretch. Tie ball game now. This might be another jump in type of game. I think we do. 108 to 106. A minute 30 left in the clock again. Let's watch some more gameplay, shall we? Once again, I will not be playing this out. I just want to see if my team can take care of business. Obviously, the stakes are way higher in this game. This is for the championship. They're going to inbound it to Mr. Robert Covington. Robert Covington is going to give it to Kyrie. We're only down 2 right now, so we definitely need a basket here. He's going to pass it to Covington in the corner, who's wide open, and Covington is going to hit it. What a shot by Rocco. What an addition at the trade deadline. It says it's our first lead tonight, but I don't think that's actually the case. But let's see if we can get a stop here. Man, Robert Covington's been amazing. LeBron, though, fadeaway 3. He's going to miss it. I don't think there was really any reason for him to fade there, but you know what? We'll take it. Durant's got the ball. Durant, go in this series, man. Kyrie Irving's going to pass it to LeVert. Kyrie might be open. He is. He's going to shoot a top of the key basket, and boom, is a 3-point ball game just like that. We were literally just down 2 a second ago, and now we have a 3-point lead. They're going to give it to DJ Augustine right now, which is pretty interesting, I will say. And he's going to get a screen. He's going to pass it down to LeBron. Covington's on him. Covington, nice D, and LeBron is going to miss it. A 3-1 lead is about to be blown by the Los Angeles Lakers. As long as we get a shot here, we should be a champion here. Let's see. Kyrie Irving's going to take McGee. He's going to pass it down to Deion. Oh, LeBron with the block. Man, I should have been Mike Breen on the call there because, you know, blocked by James or whatever Breen says. I'm obviously not as good as him. But let's see. Oh, he's going to pass it on to McGee. McGee is going to hit. Wow, this game is far from over. I thought Kyrie Irving had a really good pass to Jordan, but damn, bro. Blocked by James was actually like kind of... but they do have to play the foul game, so they're going to send LeVert to the free throw line. Let's see. We got 1 point, or we got a free throw there. And let's see if he can hit the second one to make this 3-point game. He is going to hit it. So it's a 3-point game, 110 and 113. What a game we have ourselves here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a interesting one down the wire. So let's see what the Lakers are going to do on this inbound. I assume they go to LeBron here, but Covington's been kind of clamping him up a little bit. Not going to lie. Covington's done a great job. So let's see. LeBron's going to have the ball here. Is he going to go ahead and try to shoot a three? He's just going to take Covington. LeBron's going to go out to the perimeter. He's going to try to take Covington off the dribble. He's going to shoot a midi. He's going to hit it, man. It's a 1-point game. So this game is far from over. We're going to have to inbound it to, oh, can we get the ball in? Yes, we can. I was about to say, Durant is going to have the ball at the free throw line. I mean, I think Durant's going to hit these for us, right? So he's going to miss the first one. Okay, so this game is still far from over. This is only going to be a 2-point game with the Lakers having the ball. And we got lucky that Kevin Durant even hit that one. All right, 2-point game, man. We are far from over here. As long as they don't hit a three, we should be good. LeBron James has the ball. Covington, you've done a pretty good job so far. All we need you for is one more possession. 6 seconds left in the clock. I'm scared, bro. LeBron James is going to get a screen. He's going to pass it. Kuzma. Kuzma is going to miss it. And we are champions. Oh, my goodness. Kyle Kuzma. Fate of the world on the line. Falls short. And we win a championship in year 1. That was actually insane. Wow. But let's keep going because there's more to this video. We are not done just yet. It's so beautiful that we got a championship in year number 1, especially with the stakes being that high. We came down from 3-1 to beat the Lakers, but let's keep going, man. That was a lot of fun to start this rebuild off. So let's go straight to the lottery. It's not going to matter for, actually, we're going to have a pick here because we haven't traded it for James Harden. So Spurs are going to get number one, Spurs 2, Spurs number 1, Hornets 2. So the Hornets are in the lottery back-to-back years in the top 3, so shout out to them. But let's see if we can get a really good player, and then we're still going to have, like, Nick Claxton, potentially. I should have sent Sadiq Bey to the G League as well. I didn't do that. That was my bad. But Jack Vaughn stepping up as head coach gets us a championship in year 1. Love to see it. But we're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of this. We can find a guard guru. We should be solid. But, man, what a great start to this video. This was a fun one. Kyrie and Durant get it done and get a championship with the first year of Kevin Durant being healthy. But I don't see a guard guru anywhere, so I'm not going to worry about it. But let's head to draft night. Claxton, Sadiq Bey might be a huge part of the rotation next year. All depends on how much Sadiq Bey goes up in overall, though. So let's see. We're going to have the 30th pick. We have Quinn Grimes, Delano Banton, Ayo Dosunmu, Trey Murphy. Wow, Trey Murphy, Quinn Grimes. Either one of them would be really good picks. Joshua Primo, Sharif Cooper, Neemias Queta. I think I'm going Trey Murphy here, though. Trey Murphy, I feel like has a lot of upside to be really good in the future. So we're going to go Trey Murphy. He's going to be a 73 overall out of the draft. We have Claxton up to a 77 and Lenny Waters up to a 71. So looking good there. Qualifying offers, nothing going on there. And then free agency, we're going to have, I don't know if we have any crazy free agents. We're about Jarrett Allen. I think we bring back Jarrett Allen. I think he was really part of the championship run there. So we are going to, and then Dinwiddie is also a free agent, looks like, as well. I think he'd be really important to bring back, but we may not have the money to do it, looks like. So Dinwiddie, I don't know if it's going to let me. Yeah, it looks like it's going to. So I'm going to sign Dinwiddie back as well. So Jarrett Allen, Dinwiddie, we get both of them back. That's perfect. So we bring them back. Dion Waiters is one to come here. So it looks like we have a full mid-level exception, which is great. But let's take a look. So we got Kyrie Dinwiddie, LeVert, Covington, Russell Neal, Trey Murphy, Sadiq Bey. So small forward depth's looking good. Power forward, Jeff Green, probably going to go down in overall. And then center depth is still looking really good. Now, the question I have is if Claxton's going to step up the way he's about to, do we maybe move on from DeAndre Jordan? Like, do we maybe do that? I know Kyrie and Durant were the reason why they went to the Nets in the first place is because they were able to go with DeAndre Jordan. But we could use a really good backup shooting guard, and we don't really need this many centers. Or we could maybe throw like Jeff Green and Claxton together. And I feel like that's what the Nets, or that's what Kyrie and Durant would have wanted more than trading away, DeAndre Jordan. But I don't know, man. There's some options here. So these trades aren't terrible, but I would rather invest in Claxton. And again, oh, DeAndre's only making 7 million. I thought he was making more than that. But let's see if we threw these two together. Let's say we threw a first as well, because we're not worried about our future first at this point. So we have Zeke Naji, DiVincenzo. We have Josh Green, Romeo Langford, Zubac, Landry Shamet, Marvin Bagley. I'm kind of looking for a 2-guard. KCP at 28 years old. And we get a first round. We get Daron Sharp, who was drafted to the Nets. I wouldn't mind getting KCP, but I don't know. Tyrese Maxey, obviously, that would be amazing. Gary Harris. Okay. Gary Harris is actually the guy I'm kind of looking at. I think having him off the bench would be pretty crazy. TJ Warren, that wouldn't be bad either. Of course, he eventually, then Patrick Williams is being offered to me. But I'm kind of leaning the Gary Harris trade. I'm getting an 82 overall shooting guard. Warren would be great as well. But an 82 overall shooting guard, we are getting a first round pick. It's a swap. And then we trade Royce O'Neal as well. I'm going to see if I can keep Royce O'Neal out of the trade. And maybe, oh, I have to include it for salary purposes. $3 million. Do I have anybody else? No, I don't. So, you know what? I think it's fine to include Royce O'Neal, I guess. So, they're going to accept that. We're going to get Gary Harris as a backup shooting guard to LeVert. So, I think that's going to give us a lot of crazy depth there. I like that dynamic. Now, we did trade our backup small forward. We're kind of hoping Sadiq Bey is going to develop into that for us this year. And, of course, we're hoping Claxton is going to develop into that for us this year. And we still have a mid-level exception we can use as well. Mario Hezonja being a 79 overall is actually hilarious. But Stanley Johnson, wow, he's a 78 overall, 25 years old. Stanley Johnson obviously did not work out. And then Taurean Prince. I think I go Taurean Prince here, though. I bring in Taurean Prince. We're bringing him back to the Nets. And then is there anybody else that might be worth our time to sign? So we got a backup point guard, backup 2. We're hoping our backup 3 will work out, and I'm sure it's going to. We're going to sign Reggie Bullock just for some extra depth, just in case. But other than that, we should be good. Let's go to player progression, and hopefully Bey and Claxton are going up like crazy. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. If not, we can always move Reggie Bullock to the 3. So we have Jarrett Allen up to an 85, LeVert up to an 84, Harris up to an 83, Prince up to 78, and then Nick Claxton 77, Bullock, Trey Murphy. Bey did not move. So I think we move Reggie Bullock to the 3. I think that's what we're going to do. And then that should be good. So we should be fine with that. So we're going to go ahead and move Reggie Bullock to the 3. And then we're going to go into this next season feeling pretty good about ourselves. So let's get into next season. Now, let's see if we can go repeat as champions. I'll show you guys the rotation, though, first after I load this draft class. So rotation going into this season is looking like this. Is Kyrie Irving, Karis LeVert, Robert Covington, Kevin Durant, Jarrett Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Gary Harris, Reggie Bullock, and Taurean Prince with Claxton, who is somebody who can get spot minutes if we need him to be, or he could run a 10-man rotation. That way he's playing this year. But I think injuries will occur and he'll be part of the rotation. So we're going to go ahead, simulate to the end of this season for year number 2. And let's go see if we can go back to back. At the end of this season, LeBron James wins MVP in a Lakers uniform. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year on the Spurs. Anthony Edwards, 6-man in a Warriors uniform. Giannis, Defensive Player in a Miami Heat jersey, by the way. And then Rob Williams, most improved. And Brett Brown, 70-12. 76ers, once again, were very good. But James Harden, again on the Rockets. Russell Westbrook, also on the Rockets with LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic. You have Stephen Curry, Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, and Karl-Anthony Towns. And then Paul George, John Morant, Tatum, Blake Griffin, and Embiid. And here's all of its first team. Do we get Covington again? We do. Once again, what a great trade that we made for Covington, man. Awesome to see. But for the second seed in the East, we get Chicago in round 1. So let's go take a look at what the player stats were looking like and what our injury. Wow, we got some injuries here. So Allen is out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken leg. Dinwiddie is out for the season with a torn Achilles, and Gary Harris is out. Wow, injuries are going to absolutely probably hurt us. At least our 2 guys are healthy. Kevin Durant played all 82 games, and Kyrie played 76. But yeah, 25, 22. Jarrett Allen, broken right leg. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, we have Claxton who can step up as a center for us, but yeah, it's kind of rough. So this is what we're going to be looking like going into the playoffs. So Trey Murphy is going to get minutes with Ryan Arcidiacono. Okay, I think we easily play an 8-man rotation here. I think we don't need Arcidiacono getting minutes at this point. Trey Murphy is going to have to step up. If I move Sadiq Bey around, does he go up in overall, though? That might be kind of a cheat code. Let's see. Sadiq Bey. No, he does not. Okay, so unfortunately, that's not going to work out. What about Trey Murphy? Trey Murphy is where he is a 70. Yeah, he stays the same. So that's really not going to change anything. Okay. I like Trey Murphy, but not sure he's supposed to be getting minutes at this point. Hopefully, Gary Harris will be back like really soon. But I feel like we should be able to beat Chicago. I don't actually know what they're looking like, though. So let's see. So you have Kobe White, Levine, Otto Porter, Markkanen, Wendell Carter, Rodney Hood. Man, I will always love Rodney Hood as a Blazers fan when he hit that game winner in that 4 overtimes. That was absolutely insane. But You know, Chicago is not a bad looking team. It's not a bad looking team, but I still feel like we're better. It looks like Tyreek Evans, if I saw that correctly, is hurt for them though. So yeah, that could be big time. So my current round against Chicago, and we are going to go down 2-1. So we may not be able to get it done without, wow, 3-1 down to Chicago. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought for sure we'd be able to get a round 1 at least, and then, you know, have Gary Harris come back, but we have to come back for the 3-1 deficit if we want to. So 107 and 126. I mean, the depth really does take a hit with all the injuries that we have right now. But like, these 3 guys are 3 core pieces. How close is Gary Harris to being back? Because having him back would be huge right now. He's day-to-day, so he should be back soon. Hopefully maybe in this game or in game 7. That would be actually amazing. So we can force a game 7. Getting Gary Harris back, I think, would help out a ton. Now, this is going to be a relatively close game, and we do beat them in game 6. Is Gary Harris back, though, is the question. And he is going to be still day-to-day. So, I mean, we'll see when he's back. Not getting the prompt yet. Okay, game 7. We've, once again, maybe come back from 3-1 deficit. This time it's against Chicago. Please win this, because then we'll have maybe, okay, 99-95, close game. Chicago's going to knock us off, aren't they, bro? That's so unfortunate. 109, 112. Make it close at the end. Okay, 160, 112. You know what? We've watched a couple times. Let me see if I can come in and make this triumphant comeback. Let's just see if I can do it. So we ended up losing to the Chicago Bulls. There's a chance I cut that gameplay out, to be honest with you, because that did not go too well for me. I should not have played it out, bro. Like, why do I never learn? But the injuries really, like, literally just killed us, bro. Like, it stopped our three-peat momentum. But the 76ers, I was about to say, they lost to the Cavs. So Grizzlies and Cavaliers, let's see who wins. They got Colin Sexton, Garland, Ingram, Love, James Wiseman, Fournier. Wow, Fournier's an 86. Yeah, I think Cleveland would have been a really hard team to beat anyway, especially with all the injuries we had. The Grizzlies going to win the championship, and yeah, they beat the Cavaliers in 5 games. So, you know what? Still a fun video regardless. We already won a championship in, like, really good fashion, so I'm not even going to keep going. I think this was a good video anyway. So, tomorrow I actually have a fun little video for you guys. It's going to be a collab with Masa, so stay tuned for that. So that's gonna be the first time I've collabed with anybody in quite some time now, so that should be a fun video, so stay tuned. But for now, I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.